Good afternoon, everybody. How we doing out there today? Arctic Anaconda 907, also known as Rob, aka, coming to you from sunny, warm, 6 above Coldfoot, Alaska. Ooh, we're in spring, so it's gonna start getting warmer. Then it's gonna get colder. Then it's gonna get warm again. Then it's gonna get cold again. We got transition going on, folks. Anyway. I hear that things are blooming down the south, so you friends of mine down there, lucky. Today's story coming from Reddit. We had a couple of submissions here, and our story today of Reddit's trucking Am I the A-hole story is from Keyball95. He says, am I the A-hole for not moving over or slowing down from the speed limit to 20 under when a slow driver is merging onto the highway? I get so mad when I'm loaded with 46,000 pounds and I'm creeping at the speed limit and some dumb four-wheeler merges in front of me 20 under. So I have to slow down for them to get up to speed right after merging in front of me, and then having to spend 30 seconds trying to get back up to the speed limit. Sometimes I don't slow down or move over for those individuals. In return, I've received road rage, middle finger, and many honks. I can only go off of merging laws in Alaska. And in Alaska, you as coming on are required to either speed up or slow down to be able to merge ahead or behind any vehicles that you're merging next to. We are not required to slow down, although it is customary, as anybody should know, it is customary to slow down or move over to let somebody in. I'm going to go with it this way. If you don't feel it necessary to speed up to get ahead of me on the acceleration lane, because that's what that is. That's the acceleration ramp. You accelerate on so that you're able to get ahead, right? Simple, basic, not complicated. But some of you like to complicate it, and or you guys get kind of intimidated by a big truck coming onto the right side of you as you're coming up the lane there, and you freak out, or you get upset, honk, flip off, you know, as you go by or as we go by, to show your displeasure. Well, same for us, because what takes you maybe 100 to 200 feet to get back up to speed takes us over 1,000 feet. And, you know, we like to keep moving. Because slowing down causes us to take more time. It takes more time. If you do that X amount of times during the day, you could end up eating an hour out of your day right there. And our time, our clock that we use for our ELD it's counting down. Your day is counting up towards the end of your day. Our day is counting down to where our day ends. And if we're delayed by an hour, you know, that could push us an hour past when we would want to be done for the day or should be done for the day, or it takes away from us and now we have to stop an hour before the end of our day. So one way or the other, it's not helpful for anybody. On-ramps are for accelerating to either get ahead or you slow down and you get behind. It's not smart to cut off a truck. The chain reaction of that, it can be detrimental. But having respect for each other, if you're able to move over for a vehicle coming on, great. That means you don't slow down, they do their thing, you come back over when it's clear for you to go. Geez. I mean, I'm not going to say you're the asshole for slowing down. I'm going to say they're the asshole because they get in front of you and then they take off and you're left with holding the bag to speed back up. I'm not going to say you're the asshole if you stay in that lane, because I do. No, I don't have to move. I'm not required to move by law. I'm not required to move speed limit on that said lane of travel. I'm not required to do anything. It's the person who's merging who is required to do that. So I'm going to go with not the asshole. But let's go to the comments here. I do not listed who it is, but he says, I do my best to try and get over for anyone, but if I can't, I can't. I'll try harder for the next big truck, but if it's four-wheeler, they will either have to gas on it or definitely get behind me. I usually make the decision for them. It's annoying AF, I agree. That's a good way to do it. I usually make the decision for them. Good, perfect. I'm not moving. You either get ahead of me or you hop in behind me and then do your merging thing and get around me later. That's entirely up to you. I made the decision for you by not moving and making you choose. Oh man, had a ham and cheese. She's coming back. Another individual who did not post her name says, what pisses me off worse is when you move over to let another big truck merge, you get 7-8 seconds in front of them, and instead of letting you back over, they speed up and let you stay in the left lane for even longer. That is annoying as all beat hell when you drivers do that to each other. Don't do that. Excuse me. Dementia 87 is, it is my understanding they are not paying attention or checking mirrors until the last second and clearly have their entitled heads up their asses. That's a good point. I wouldn't want to have the point of view from that point, but that's a very valid point. Piccolino Vinegar says, it's their job to merge, you have the right of way. Yes, it's nice to get over for them, but shouldn't be expected. I don't even slow down more than 5 or so because so many of them slow down with me rather than speed up. That's absolutely correct. You slow down and they're slowing down because, like I said, it's an intimidation factor. That's a big truck. We're in a little car. They have that intimidation factor going on. You slow down, they slow down. About that time that it kicks in, oh, they're slowing down because they're running out of ramp. Bada bing, bada boom. You're in it. So I'm going to go with today's judgment for P-Ball 95. You are not the asshole. Join me again for another episode later on this week, or next week. It's already the weekend here. I'm going to be going home for my 34, and I'm going to go spend it with the wife and the daughter and the dogs and the mother-in-law and the snow in the driveway that I haven't touched for a while. But, you know, the wife's been taking care of it, but I know there's got to be something. So, anyway, Arctic Anaconda 907, YouTube and TikTok. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Get the stories to me. Shoot me a link or something. It's the best way for me to look it up. And we'll even throw your name out there so everybody knows. Or if you don't, you say, hey, don't. It's your choice. Anonymity is everything. Anyway, again, thanks again, folks, for joining me. We'll see you next week.